Hello everyone, welcome to the webinar on project management tools. Let's have a look on the Microsoft project basics. Before dealing with the basics, we have some concepts related to the Microsoft project. Let's look into the concepts. First we have enterprise project portfolio management, where we have been managing all the group of projects throughout the organization. So we are prioritizing the projects based on the demands and making it as a group according to the organizational requirements. So managing all the projects to ensure that they meet the budget and the deadlines. So organization usually work towards a common goal and share the resources. So the benefits of this enterprise project portfolio management is the collective portfolio approach for better decision making and identifying and resolving issues in your projects. So make efficient use of the resources throughout the organization and better collaboration with your team. So this is the Microsoft project. So Microsoft project will help the project manager in developing schedules, assigning resources, and tracking progress and managing the budgets. So it helps you to visualize what to be done for the project. So it will schedule your task and resources effectively to meet the budget and deadlines. So it also track your project progress and generate reports. So these are the Microsoft project versions you have. You have Premier solution and cloud-based solutions. So in Premier solution, you have Microsoft Project Standard, Professional, and Project Server. Standard will be a desktop version, and Microsoft Project Professional is along with the desktop feature, it is able to connect with the Project Server. So similarly, you have this cloud-based solutions. Here you have this Project Online Essential, Professional, and Premium versions. So the capabilities of Microsoft Project are it is having 1 million tasks and resources. So these are the previous versions in your Microsoft projects, and this is the current version, desktop version. So the features that project manager uses in Microsoft projects are the planning and scheduling, your project timeline feature. You have multiple views in your Microsoft project and resource management, budget analysis, portfolio management, and reporting. So these are the features that project manager uses. The main feature the Microsoft project is having is work breakdown structure, critical path method, your resource leveling, tracking, earned value analysis, and interface with your team. So with this feature, the project manager can make better decisions and control your projects. So why there is a need of project planning? So it gives you a clear picture of what to be done in the project, so team have better understanding. So during the planning stage, we can identify the risk and other issues, and according to that we can plan about the risk issues and risk management also. So it serves as a guide to execute the plan. So these are the sample screenshots in which your Microsoft project will have. So this is the summary schedule where you have only the summaries and the start date and finish date of each and every summaries. So here we'll be having the milestone schedules. So here you have milestones listed, and along with that, you have a start date and finish date for all your milestones. So this is the resources available to complete your project. So here you have the total schedule along with the budget. So along this is the tabular form, and the same information you can view it in a graphical format too. So this is your planned cash flow report, and this is the tracking report. So here you can track your status of your projects. So this is the earned value analysis table. So this can be viewed in a graphical format too. So let's move on to the Microsoft project demo. So this is the Microsoft project window. So wherein you have all the task here, and this is the Gantt chart where you can visually represent your task. So here you can include any number of tasks and the duration and the logical relationship between your activities, task. So here, for example, I'm including an activity. Suppose you want to make it as
Subha, you're not able to see your screen.
okay. So let's do.
Still, we could not see.
Yes, sir, I'm looking. Can you able to see now, sir?
No, still is showing blank. Yes, now I can see.
So this is your Microsoft project window. So here you'll be having the task, the duration, and your sequence of your task. So this is the Gantt chart, so wherein you'll be having the visual representation of your task. So suppose if you need to enter any task, you can type in your task name, your duration, and if you want to link, you can use linking activities. So after linking activities, you can go for auto schedule. So which gives you the Microsoft project will automatically schedule your projects. So it will give you the total float, free float, and early start, late start, everything related to the schedule. So here, you can able to see your critical task and non-critical task related to your project. So in the table format also, so in the table format also, I can able to see what is your late start, late finish, your free slack and total slack of your project. So this is scheduling of your activities. So next we'll be having the timeline view. So timeline view is nothing but if you want to emphasize a particular activity or highlight some of the activities, so you can do it using this timeline view. So you can right click the activity and you can go for add to timeline. So this will add your task to the timeline and it will highlight your task. So you can use this timeline to copy it to any other presentation, or you can present it to your meeting, or you can take a print. So this is the use of timeline view. And then you will be having this work breakdown structure. So work breakdown structure is dividing your project into a few deliverables. So more manageable deliverables. So for each and every deliverable, you can include activities. So here in Microsoft project, you can do it with the help of this indent and outdent buttons. So you can select the activities to be indented or outdented according to the project requirement. So this structure of the work breakdown structure will be formed here. So other than this, this view, you have this network diagram view wherein all your tasks are represented as nodes here. So and the connections also shown here. So here you can able to customize each and every nodes, and the information you want to share, you can customize here. So other one view is your calendar view. So you can here the tasks are displayed in a calendar format. So here also you can make use of this view. So this is the scheduling of the project. And then we'll be moving on to the resources. So here we have the resource sheet. So resource sheet will compromise all the resources in your projects. So here you have to define what are the resources required to complete your project. So here I have my list of resources. So resources type are having three types: work, material, and cost. So all your labor and non-labor resources will come under work type, and materials will come under material type, and cost related resources. So if it is a material, you have to provide the unit here, in which unit we are going to measure the material. So according to this unit, you have to provide the rate here. So for the labor and non-labor resources, you have to provide the standard rate per hour or per day that is based on the requirements. And if there is any overtime raised and cost per use, so you can provide it here, and the maximum availability too. So for the cost type of resources, you cannot provide any information here. Only at the time of assignment, you can provide the information. So these are the defining resources to your project. And then you'll be assigning these resources to your project task. So you'll be going for the Gantt chart. You have to select each and every activity. So you can include this details task form. So for each and every task, you can select what are the resources going to do your activity task. So here you will be having what is the budgeted work, how much the work it is going to work in your project. So here you can assign for each and every task. So after assigning all these resources, so here you'll be having this cost related information for the particular task, and it is rolled up to the summary level, and this rolled up to the project level. So here you'll be having all your total project cost. So after assigning these resources, we can make some resource analysis using this resource usage view. So this is the allocation of your resources on a time scaled format in a spreadsheet. So here you can able to see on in particular day what are the resources available and what is the task it is included and how much they are working. So this is the spreadsheet form, and the same thing you can view it as a graphical format too. So here you'll be having this graph for each and every resources in your project. So here you'll be having the maximum limit of your resource. So if your resource is allocated above the maximum limit, you'll be having this red color bars, that is over allocation. So you can view all the resources like this. So for the cost related resources, you don't have any graphs. Only for the labor, non-labor, and the material resources, you have this over allocation graphs. So using this spreadsheet and graph, you can make various resource analysis, and you can make a decision on the resource leveling. So resource can be leveled according to the project requirement. So this is regarding the schedule of your project, planning of your project. So you have planned your total duration, you have got your start and finish date of the project and the total cost of your project. So next we'll be moving on to the tracking, that is project execution. So project execution. So before the project execution, we have to save our project plan. So we have to save our project plan as your baseline, and then we have to set the status date, up to which date you are going to update your project. So after setting the status date, you can update the project. So select your task, and then here Here you have all the details. So here you can give your actual start date, actual finish date, and what is the percentage of completion of your task. So everything you can provide it here. And using this variance table, you can able to find out what is the variances in your schedule. Suppose if I am starting with the delay in the project, so here it will show you the variance as 1 day. Suppose if I am starting as 2 days delay in your project, so it will here show you the variances. Suppose if you want to mark the completion of your project, so here you can mark your completion of the project. So according to the changes you are providing here, the Gantt chart will show you the result of the project execution. So this is regarding the tracking. So after tracking your project, you will be having this EVA. So EVA is earned value analysis. So here you have metrics to calculate your project performances. So planned BCWS and BCWP, and then schedule variance and cost variance, schedule performance index and cost performance index. So these metrics are used to analyze the project performances. So here this SPI and CPI will show you whether your project is on schedule or behind the schedule. The CPI will show you whether you are over the budget or under the budget. So using this EVA table, you can do various analysis of your project based on the project performance, and you can make better decisions regarding the control of your project. So this is tracking and EVA regarding your project, and then we'll have the concept of multiple projects. So multiple project concept is sharing the resources among your projects. So here we have only the resources listed here. So you can save this file as your resource pool. So this resource pool can be shared to any number of projects. So if I take project 1, so here you can see your see my resources shared in this project. The same resources can be shared in this project also. So now you can assign these resources to your project task, and you can see the availability of the task. So this is regarding the multiple resources, multiple projects. And then suppose if you want to insert another project into your own project, you can do it using this sub project. So suppose if your part of your project is within the contractor, and you have to include that particular project into your project, you can use this sub project feature. So here you can simply click and use this to include it in your project. So this is the concept of sub projects. So along with these other features, we have customization. So we can able to customize the columns, filters and graphs, everything. So here we have reports. So in reports, we have this built-in reports here. So here in reports, we have this built-in reports. This is the cash flow report of your project. So wherein you have all the cost related details here. And then here you'll be going for the resource related report. So these are the built-in reports here. And if you want to customize your reports, you can able to customize the reports. So this is the project overview report. So this will show you the status of your project along with the task completions. So other than this, you have this visual reports wherein here also you'll be having this built-in reports. You can simply click and view it in an Excel format. So you can make changes in the Excel and you can save it as a separate file there. So this is the reports in Microsoft Projects. So other than this, we'll be having the customization. You can able to customize the reports, your columns, your filters, everything. And after customization, you can have this import and export. You can export or import this Microsoft project file to various other formats. So these are the features available in Microsoft Project. So now let's move on to the presentation. So here you have this standard PPM view. This is the Microsoft Project Server view, where you have this project with the Gantt chart and the risk management view. And here you have the resources allocated in your project. So this is the graphical view. And this is the dashboard view of your project. So all the project related information in a single page. So this is the dashboard view. So this is our curriculum of the courses in Microsoft Project. So all the features we have seen now, we have included in this curriculum here. So this is regarding the Microsoft Project features and concepts. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Yeah, if anyone have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask the questions or put it in the chat window, so we'll be able to answer. We have 3 more minutes for the next session, so if you have any questions, you can raise it.